What's up guys, it's the Duke, and today I want to go over the lethal tacticals in the game of Modern Warfare. Now, there are 8 different lethals in the game, which comes in a variety of different play tactics as well as play styles. So it really gives you a lot of diversity with how you want to play your game, and I'm really excited about that. But today I want to go over the lethals and the tacticals, so both lethal gadgets and tactical gadgets. So before we go any further, first things first, I would really appreciate if you guys would go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video. Obviously watch the video before you like it because, I'm not going to force you to like something that you haven't watched yet. That's just weird. I feel like that's really... Anyways, skipping that point, please leave a comment on what you think of my thoughts. If you have any comments on yourself, go ahead, leave a comment on that as well. I really appreciate your guys' comments. I really enjoy them. They really are nice to look at and nice to respond to. So let's get started with the lethal gadgets. So the first lethal gadget is the Claymore. Well, the first unlockable. I guess it's what you start with, the Claymore. Right? It's a proximity activated explosive mine. Basically, if you've played any war game before, or Rainbow Six Siege, or anything like that, Battlefield, I'm pretty sure has them. Basically, it's a placeable mine that has like 3 or 4 red laser lines coming out of it, and if you step in front of it and you're an enemy of that Claymore, you blow up, you go boom, and you die. They are the most annoying thing in the game, okay? Hate them. The second unlockable thing in the game is the Frag Grenade. Now, we all know what frag grenades are. You pull the pin, you throw it, it goes boom, the enemy dies, You can cook it, you can do all that fun stuff, you can like run, you can throw it, you can do a whole bunch of things with it, you can, you can't roll it, but you can still throw it, you can throw it at an area, which is really good. And yeah, it's cookable, it's just a fragmentation grenade. The third lethal that you can unlock is a Molotov Cocktail. Now, the Molotov Cocktail is improvised incendiary device that explodes on impact. So basically what it does is if you throw it at a target or just an open area, basically, it explodes the Molotov into a rage of oily fire. So, for example, if you were to throw it on a person, the entire person would be covered in that alcohol or whatever is in that bottle, oil or whatever, which already has a flame to it, so they would be engulfed in flames. It's just a fiery explosion of just fire. So it's really good for like holding down an area. Like if you want to block a doorway from people going through, I would just throw down a Molotov Cocktail and then they can't enter because there's fire. The fourth lethal to unlock is C4. Now this is a large explosive that sticks to a surface and can be detonated remotely with RB or by double tapping X. Now that's just for me. I'm on Xbox, so that's what I would use to detonate the C4. Now, when you throw the C4, it doesn't go very far. You can either place it on a wall. It's basically just like an entry denial thing, or if you know someone's in a tight area, you can just toss it in there and boom it. But honestly, again, I would just use it as an entry denial. So if you're holding down like a domination thing, go ahead, place one of these things. You see an enemy coming, you blow it. That's what I would use it for. The next lethal is a Semtex. It's a timed sticky grenade. So basically, you throw the grenade at a wall. It sticks. It's made of a clayish type thing, and it will stick to the surface that you threw it at, even an enemy. So when you do this, it sticks and then a timer will go off. That timer is a ticking timer, so it's not really cookable. You can hold it for as long as you want, and then when you throw it, it'll land on someone and go off. The sixth lethal is the throwing knife. This is honestly a personal favorite of mine. I just think it's really cool. I've never seen a game with a throwing knife before. That's just me. I don't know if I'm like living under a rock and haven't played most games or something like that, but for me, I haven't played a game with a throwing knife. So this is really cool. And it's a retrievable knife that is like lethal on impact. So basically you can kill someone with it and go back and pick it up. So you can throw it and pick it up as many times as you want, as long as you stay alive. The seventh lethal is the proximity mine. Now, it's a pressure triggered explosive that deals heavy damage to vehicles. So if you're in like ground war or something like that, you can go ahead and place these on like common roads and common areas that tanks would go through. And this will go ahead and it does this weird thing where like it'll like float up a little bit and then like spin. It's kind of like, it's like a hover mine. It's weird. It spins up and then it blows up and then it does damage to like nearby infantry and nearby tanks. The next and final lethal is the Thermite. Now this burns fiercely for a short time after impact, sticks to all surfaces. So this is kind of like the Semtex, but it's like a Semtex mixed with a Molotov Cocktail. So basically what it does is you throw it at a target, it sticks to it or a surface, and it burns. It burns an area for a specific amount of time. And it's really cool. I think it's really, if you really like the Molotov Cocktail and the Semtex, then you're definitely going to like this Thermite one. I honestly can't wait to use it because it looks really, really cool to use. And I'm really excited to be able to use it. And that's it for all the lethal gadgets. Now we have the tactical gadgets. There are a total of 8 tactical gadgets, which I believe is the same as the lethal ones. And I would be correct. So the first tactical is the flash grenade. Now the flash grenade blinds and deafens targets. Now when they mean blind, I mean they literally turn your screen so white that it hurts your eyes. Not only do they do that, but as the white goes away, you see a still frame of the last frame you saw before the flash grenade goes off. So if you saw an enemy while the flash grenade was going off, you will see the enemy after the flash, like after the white goes away, and you will think he's still there. He's not. It's a still image, and it's so annoying. It's almost as annoying as the Claymore. You know what? That's amazing. The flash grenade and the Claymore are both the first things to get unlocked in this game, and they are the most annoying pieces of shits ever. Damn it. The second tactical is the stun grenade. Now, the stun grenade is better tactically because once a person is affected by the stun grenade, their movement and aiming is slowed significantly. Like, it is crazy how slowed it is. Once you get affected by a stun grenade and someone comes up next to you, you cannot turn to save your life to shoot them. Like, you just can't move very fast and you can't turn very fast, and it's honestly really annoying, but not as annoying as a flash grenade. That's worse. But the stun grenade is really good tactically, so if you know there's a room full of people, you can go ahead and throw that in there, and their, like, reaction time is much slower, which gives you an ample amount of time to go ahead and kill them. The third tactical is the smoke grenade. Now this deploys a smoke screen that blocks vision and automated target systems. So not only does it like block vision, but if you have like a sentry gun or something like that, it won't, like, the sentry gun isn't able to like detect enemies in a smoke screen like that, which is really, really cool. I really enjoy that because, like, if someone sets up something like that or anything that's automated really, and you're trying to hold down a position and you throw one of these, you can safely hide in one of these. Unless someone has like a thermal scope and sees you, you're completely safe for the most part, you know? And that's really good for like domination and ground war and stuff like that when you're trying to hold an area. The fourth tactical is the snapshot grenade. Now the snapshot grenade provides a momentary glimpse of enemies within the blast radius. This one is kind of like, it makes me think of Titanfall, or in Titanfall 2, because they have this thing where you can see through walls, and when you see through walls it glows like a reddish orange enemy behind a wall. So Modern Warfare like took this, basically made it where it's a grenade. So you have to throw the grenade. The enemy has to be within sight of the grenade to be able for it to affect them. Now, I'm not sure how it works. You know, it's Modern Warfare. I don't know if this is a modern device. It might be. I might be stupid. I don't know. But it's pretty cool in the game regardless. So what happens is you throw the grenade, and once it goes off and detects an enemy nearby, it makes that enemy glow red, and you can see them through walls and such like that. It makes them glow even in front of you, even if they're not through a wall, which is really cool because, like, if you're trying to like get through a corner and you don't know what an enemy is, you just go ahead and throw this and it shows you exactly where they are. The only problem is, for me, I feel like it doesn't last as long as it should, but I don't know. They might change that. The fifth tactical is the heartbeat sensor, and that's a tablet that displays rough information about nearby enemies. So basically what it does is, it honestly reminds me of like Alien Isolation, but basically you hold the tablet and you can see a dot as to where an enemy might be near you. Now, the only problem with this is it's a rough estimate, so you don't know if they're above, below you, and it's kind of like distance wise, it's just a little, it only goes out to like what, 25 meters, I think. So I mean, it's up to you. This isn't one of my favorites because I feel like the snapshot grenade just does this just better. So again, not a fan of the heartbeat sensor. Moving on to our sixth tactical, we have the gas grenade. Now the gas grenade explodes on impact with the ground, releasing a lingering cloud of tear gas that causes slowed movement, blurred vision, and coughing. So it's kind of like an impact gas grenade. It explodes on impact with the ground. Now I don't know if it's strictly with the ground. Like if you were to throw it at a wall, I'm pretty sure it would explode too because it's impact with the ground. It makes sense. So it's really good because it causes slowed movement, such as the stun grenade does, and it blurs vision, which can cause people to not see an enemy moving. You know, it just helps with that. So again, slow reaction time to an enemy, and coughing, which makes the vision of the enemy that this is affecting shake a little bit, in my experience, because I get hit with these gas grenades a lot, and they're really cool and fun to play with, not to eat. So fucking stupid. Basically, that's what a gas grenade is. They're pretty cool. Again, not one of my favorite. One of my favorites to use is definitely a stun grenade and a smoke grenade. Next thing we're going to use is the Stim, which is a military stimulant that cauterizes combat wounds and refreshes tactical sprints. That's really, really good because if you're in a heated moment and you're really low on health, you can go ahead, hit this up, and skeet out of there. You can tactical sprint as far as the eye can see in one direction, hopefully away from the enemy, because on many times I have gotten up and run towards the enemy. It just happens sometimes, you never know. So That's the Stim. Again, that's a pretty good one too. The next one is the Decoy Grenade. Now, this is a counter intel grenade that simulates fake gunfire and radar signature that confuses the enemy. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's okay, but the decoy sounding part of it, it doesn't sound real enough. For me, I don't know. It just hasn't helped me as much as like anything else when I'm like doing a 2v2 or a 3v3 on like a custom game. It just doesn't help me that much. I've used it, not a fan of it, but yeah. So anyway guys, that's all the lethals and tactical gadgets in the game of Modern Warfare. They're all pretty cool. Again, my favorite lethals are definitely the Molotov Cocktail, the throwing knife, and Thermite. And my favorite tacticals are the stun grenade, smoke grenade, and the Stim. Snapshot Grenade is kind of up there, but I just don't use it as often, so that's again just me. But those are my favorite. I like to use those in my type of playstyle. Let me know what you guys like to use. Which ones are your favorite? I would really love to know. Go ahead, comment that below. Don't forget to like this video. Again, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot, and I appreciate you guys so much. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. See y'all later.
Just like